If you're expecting a big 4th of July celebration in Bakersfield a week from Saturday, you might want to rethink that. Independence Day festivities will be almost entirely of the small, private neighborhood variety. Not exactly what many might have expected for the nation's 250th birthday, as 17's Robert Price reports.
The main event for local semi-quincentennial celebrants will be on the 3rd of July, not the 4th of July. The Freedom 250 Committee's US 250 Tour will host an event at the park at Riverwalk, an interactive museum-like experience starring founding father Benjamin Franklin via hologram. Fireworks follow Friday night at 9:30, sponsored by the city and Dignity Health Arena. But as for the 4th of July itself, string your own bunting. Kevin Harvick's Kern Raceway is hosting the American 250, featuring NASCAR drivers and a fireworks spectacular Saturday evening, but that's all we could find. Otherwise, it's all about daytime neighborhood events. Westchester's Jastrow Park and Stockdale Estates Kroll Park, to name just two. Another noteworthy event is the Red, White, and Boom celebration at Ethel's Old Corral Cafe on Alfred Harrell Highway. That's this Sunday, June 28th. But that doesn't seem like a lot. Is the relative dearth of special events reflective of an overall sense of blah? Polls suggest the nation's 250th anniversary is generating significantly less public enthusiasm than the bicentennial did in 1976. Polls say political polarization and societal anxiety are factors. A survey by the Associated Press and the NORC Center for Public Affairs Research found that 72% of Americans believe the U.S. is heading in the wrong direction. Discussions on platforms like Reddit indicate a consensus that the 250th lacks the visible community preparations, recognizable logos, and unifying atmosphere that defined 1976. Even our official national celebration was split between committees, the bipartisan Congress-created America 250 and the Donald Trump-endorsed Freedom 250, which is the one coming to Bakersfield. And it's not like the mid-'70s didn't have their problems. Richard Nixon and Watergate and Gerald Ford's pardon of Nixon dismayed millions. Resentment over the Vietnam War lingered, and still Americans celebrated together, without regard for party or grievance, including we here in Bakersfield, where we unveiled our very own Liberty Bell. Maybe we're just having a moment. A Marquette University poll says 57% of Americans say they're at least fairly interested in the 250th, similar to the findings of a poll 50 years ago ahead of the 200th anniversary. Enthusiasm levels aside, 250 years is a big deal, America. We must continue to value our independence, whether on the 3rd, 4th, or 365th. In Bakersfield, Robert Price, 17 News.